Hey guys, Chad the Chad here, reporting in from the marsh. Um, I think I should give you guys some background on myself so you know where I'm coming from and what I'm talking about. Maybe then you'll take me seriously and listen to what I have to say. That'd be nice, huh? Um, so I was born in New York in the year 1998, and I moved south right after I was born. I didn't spend a whole lot of time up there. Um, so most of my childhood I grew up in South Carolina. Um, I grew up by the beach. It was really nice. What else? What else? Uh, I moved here to Georgia, where I currently am, around the age of 13. And I'm skipping past a lot of stuff from my childhood, but that's fine. um, so from 13 on, I've been in Georgia. I went to high school here in Savannah, and then I graduated in the year 2016. And then I went to college that same year at Georgia Southern in Statesboro. Um, So 2016 is the year I started college. 2020, the end of it's the year I finished college. I took like a semester off once. That was much needed. So if you ever think you need a break from school, maybe you do. Um, you can go back and finish it. I did. There's nothing stopping you. It may not be recommended or advised, but again, if you need to, then you need to. So just go ahead and take some time off and go back when you're ready. So that being said, um, President Trump got elected in the year 2016. And this video is not about him or politics, but that's just a landmark. That's just a reference. Um, Fast forward a couple years after that, it was the year 2018. And towards the end of that year, well, I'd completed 4 semesters of college by the middle of 2018. So fall semester 2018, that was my 5th semester. But by that point, Georgia Southern had just completed the merger with Armstrong University. So they opened up a second GSU location here in Savannah. So I said, screw it, I'll try it out. Um, that was a mistake to try that brand new year. But I digress. So I moved back for my 5th semester. I moved back from Statesboro back to Savannah and started going to the GSU down here, and it was fine. But it was around fall 2018 when a bunch of things started to happen. I started to notice a lot of changes to reality itself, if that makes sense. I'm gonna elaborate on that more in a minute, so just give me a sec, please. Um, but I also got hit with the car that year. That was a fun time. Here's the scar on my elbow. If you can see it, I don't know how well it's showing up, but that was the worst injury. The rest of it was mostly fine. I've got a scar on like the inside, but it's pretty faint. Um, so ever since 2018, 2019, I don't know, that car was going fast enough to kill me if it had hit me the wrong way. I'm very surprised I was able to walk after that. I just stood up and I was okay. So if you believe in a God, God bless. If not, I got real lucky. Um, and that's good because of all the other times I've been unlucky in my life. Again, I digress once more. Back to the topic at hand. So it was. I also started working my first job, my first real legitimate job as an adult. That job, that job turned me into a man somewhat. I still have a long ways to go, but that job helped a lot. So then it was the year 2019, and again a lot of things were happening. I think we got the first image of a black hole that year, if I'm not mistaken, sometime in like March or April or May. It was just a very active time. So then a bunch more stuff happened. I wound up going back to college in 2019 fall semester because I realized even though I'd kind of like dropped out, my Zell scholarship wasn't taken away from me, so it was still technically like valid or active. So when I found that out, I was like, all right, well, I'm totally going back. So I went back and I finished my degree. And I wish it was that simple and easy to just leave it there, but COVID hit and completely ruined my last year of school. Fortunately for me, it was just my last year and not a whole lot longer, like some people. I'm very sorry if that's you, if you've been affected. But So that's a very quick update as to where I am now and where I'm coming from. Um, I generally look at my life in two sections: 0 to 12 from when I was in South Carolina, and that was where I grew up with all my childhood friends, and then 12 to now 24. I've been in Georgia the last 10, 12 years or so, and I made a bunch of friends here as well, and they've changed my life. I can't imagine life or existing without them. But it kind of sucks that I grew up with one group of friends, and now I miss them. And then this other group I moved in with, kind of, they all have known each other since preschool and kindergarten. So I am an outsider. But it is what it is, you know. So it's all right. So things have been crazy since the year 2020. Really, COVID flipped everything upside down, and we're finally now like getting back to normalcy somewhat. Sort of, kind of. I guess it depends who you ask. Depends on what you know. So yeah, that's my story in a nutshell. I guess I try to be really quick with it. Um, and now that you have some understanding of me and myself and my story, where I've been, where I've come from, let's talk about our story. Let's talk about history and stuff. You know, like what is happening, what's going to happen. How do we all fit into the larger whole? I'm just a drop in the bucket. I'm just a blade of grass in this infinite marsh. I have my story, you have your story, but there's some common ground. There's a lot of like overlap. So let's get into that, shall we?